Hello again everyone and welcome back to Skyblock News. I'm your host Derailious, and today, with Aura's election imminent, her perks seem to be already implemented in some regard. Before we begin though, I just want to say please make sure to like and subscribe down below, and use code RAIL on the Hypixel store for 5% off your order to support the channel. Without any further ado though, let's get started. Starting off today, if you take a look at the RNG meter and you go over to the crystal nucleus, we can see that the base rate for Devon's alloy is significantly higher than what it normally is. I believe it is not 0.013 at base. It's usually, I think, 0.065 or 0.0065, significantly lower than what it is right now. This doesn't just apply for the Devon's alloy though, it also applies for the Quick Claw. I believe this is double compared to what it normally is. And if you take a look at the Catacombs RNG meters for things like Floor 7, we can see that the Necron's handle base rate in Floor 7 is significantly higher than what you would expect as well. Same goes for the scrolls, as well as stuff in Floor 6 like the Giant Sword and the Precursor Eye, and a bunch of other target items going down the list. This does not apply for Master Mode though. So if I look at Master Mode, you can see the Necron's handle's rate has not been increased. However, since Aura's perks are not really supposed to be active right now anyway, this could be a bug and could be fixed by the time of Aura's election. Something else I wanted to go over kind of briefly is the fact that there's a /kill Aura in the game right now, and if you run it, it says Aura is not mayor. I imagine this is just a joke making fun of Kill Dante, but could you imagine, all the protests related to Aura's election, the moment they win with the hugest margin that we've ever seen in Skyblock, someone runs that command, and boom, they're instantly dead, no perks, absolutely nothing, no event, just it immediately stops right there. I don't think it'd happen, but it would be extremely funny if it did. There's also another of Aura's perks which seem to be already active. If I warp to the castle, you can see that I lose about 2,000 coins. I imagine this is the increased cost perk, and since the other perk regarding, shifting around the money and redistributing it to everyone isn't active, right now it's just a cost for warping, which isn't the greatest, but I imagine when Aura is actually elected and the redistribution begins, it will make a lot more sense and people will just get the money back in the form of the redistribution. Also, keep in mind, this won't pull from your bank, so if you just don't have a full purse and you warp to the castle, you're able to warp there, there's no negative coins or anything like that, so it's not the biggest deal in the world. It doesn't really affect most of the average Skyblock players, but it does affect the super rich, who are not able to fully store all of their coins in the bank, which I think is hilarious. Wrapping up here, it seems like Aura's already giving back to the people in the form of much increased dungeon drops, and also increased Devon alloy odds. Also, make sure not to run Kill Aura tonight. We want Aura, our glorious leader, to stay in office for as long as possible. So, be there for the inauguration tonight. I will be live streaming it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Use code RAIL in the Hypixel store for 5% off your order. And look to the future, fellas. I'll see you then.